Hello everyone, welcome to Pilates for your mental health, for your mind boosting, and today we're going to have a lovely session. It's nothing too intense. We can still, it's for menopause. Sorry, my mistake. Sorry, I thought it was menopause and then I just saw the mood boosting. So yes, so menopause. So we're not going to be doing anything too taxing, and try and keep our temperatures nice and low, so we're not going to build up our heart rate too much, but we can do some nice gentle stretches. As always, please go very easy with some of these exercises. If you have high or low blood pressure, low blood pressure can interfere with exercise just as much as high blood pressure can, so please be very, very wary of that. Check in with your body, how you're feeling. If you feel like some of these exercises are too much, you are more than welcome just to sit to the side or do a child's pose just to relax yourself down. We are going to really look after and nurture ourselves. It is October. It is very windy and rainy here, and we feel like we want to hibernate, don't we? And sometimes this weather can affect our mental health and our mind and our mood, as we've had lots of lovely sunshine. We've had a lovely summer. We're very blessed to have a great summer this year, and now it's a little bit bleak, isn't it? So never mind, we've got 30 minutes to just cheer you up and make you feel good. So all you need today is a mat and a pillow and some space and some quiet time if you can. But don't worry, if you need to leave at any point, you can join this session on Facebook where it is saved to the page. So let's get going. First of all, what I want you to do is try your best to sit cross-legged. I know that a lot of people do struggle to sit cross-legged, and that's fine. Me and my mum, when we practice our yoga, she always says, I can never sit cross-legged. But if you find it a lot easier, you can sit on a cushion or just simply pop your feet out a little bit more, and that might help you. If you really, really struggle, you could just maybe sit like this. Okay, there's no pressure or tension, never, especially with today. But I'm going to sit cross-legged, and I'm going to sit on my sitting bones. And before we do anything else, I want you to give yourself a big hug. Yes, I know it's cheesy, but it will also help relax your shoulders, but it'll also just help us to calm down. And so what I want you to do is stretch your arms out wide. So we're going to just work on the posture from the word go. We're stretching the fingertips out, and when you're here, you may feel like you've got a little bit of tension, maybe in your back or in your arms, especially within the biceps. We use our biceps more than our triceps, especially when we pick up heavy things or day-to-day life. So just stretch out and then push the hands back slightly, so we're opening up our chest, and then inhale and exhale. Bring your hands around so your hands are as far as they can on your back. Drop your shoulders and nod your chin, and then we're going to curve that spine. So we're here and we're hugging ourselves. We're also relaxing ourselves, because let's be honest, sometimes stress and our mood comes from because we don't take enough time just to simply stop and breathe. So round through that spine. Inhale and exhale. And then lift up and just relax. And now, before we move on, just see how different you feel, maybe within the top of that back, because when we did that stretch, it's between your shoulder blades and into the shoulder blades that we feel like we're going to feel the biggest stretch. So if you feel that was really nice, guess what? We're going to do it again. But what I am going to say is try and change your ankles over if you can. This is just to balance up our bodies and make sure that we've not got too much tension. And then stretch the arms out and inhale and exhale. If you can, put the other arm on top of where you were. So you might have been like this, now you're like this. If you can't remember, honestly, don't worry about it too much. But just nod your chin around, hollow round through that spine and release. Breathe in and out. Lift up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders down. And again, you may just feel like, that actually felt really, really nice. So now we're just going to work on our breathing. We're going to do this laying down. So come and grab yourself a nice pillow. Before we do anything, let's hug the knees in towards the chest and relax. Relax, relax, relax. There's no tension within our bodies, and if there is, we're trying to let it drain away. And release. So pop the feet down, drop the shoulders down and away. And we're just going to connect the breath with the movement, which is really lovely, just to ground ourselves down. Okay, I'm a big believer in that when we can sometimes let things get on top of us if we're overwhelmed, if we want to change our mood, if you just stop and take even 30 seconds to calm yourself down with your breathing, everything changes. So let's try it now. Have your feet hip width apart, or you can have the legs out long if you want to, but we're going to connect a little bit of breath with movement. So what we're going to do is tuck the pelvis under, and then we're going to release. So obviously with menopause, as we get older, some things start to change within our bodies. So we're going to really work on our pelvic floor today as well. So tuck the pelvis under. That means you're going to press your lower back into your mat. So it's almost like you're going to lift off. We're not going to lift off. We're just going to push it under. Now, if you've been coming to me for a long time, you're going to hear me say this 1,000 times. As the lumbar spine is fixed and doesn't move, that's why we get so much tension. That's why we get lower back pain. A lovely way to relax that lower back pain is to push the feet down and push that lower back into the mat. Okay, so just take a minute now to ground yourself down and really think about you. I'm a huge believer in that. In the day and age of today, we don't stop and relax enough. It's always go, go, go. We're very geared up to have very busy lifestyles. So I really try and teach people that you don't need to do that anymore. You can just relax, even half an hour, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Relax for you. So drop the shoulders and breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Now let's introduce that movement with breath. So inhale, push that lower back down. Exhale, release. So relaxing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 3 more. Breathe in and out. Drop the shoulders a little bit more. Inhale, relax the toes. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And release. Good. Now, I really hope after that minute you feel a lot calmer within your body. You can stop and breathe at any time you want. Okay, we breathe without even realizing it. And sometimes if you feel stressed out, if you get anxious, you find that your breathing will quicken up. Excuse me. So what you want to do is to ground yourself down and just relax. When you link breath to movement, all you're doing really is concentrating on that movement and your breath. Very hard to think about anything else. So it's a good way to reset yourself. So now we're just going to work into the pelvic floor. As we get older, we sometimes feel like our pelvic floor muscles weaken, especially if you've had children or had any, surgeries, bad hips, etc. They can all affect your pelvic floor. So what I want you to do is just squeeze into your pelvic floor muscles and then squeeze into the core. You're not going to feel this a lot, maybe a 3 or 4 out of 10. It's nothing that intense, so don't worry if you think, oh my gosh, I'm not doing enough, but I want you to exhale and relax now. When we inhale and we squeeze our muscles, if you have high or low blood pressure, this can be, I'll be honest, it's quite dangerous for you to hold your breath and not exhale when you should do. So we want to really focus on that and make sure that we're calming ourselves down as we do so. So inhale, now squeeze into the pelvic floor. And release. Inhale, squeeze. Really squeeze. And exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Squeeze into that pelvic floor. And release. And again, let's do 3 more. Let's squeeze. And relax. And squeeze. And relax. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. And relax. Wonderful. Just hug the knees in towards the chest. Brilliant. So again, you wouldn't have felt a huge movement in that, but I do highly recommend you trying to use your pelvic floor muscles anytime throughout the day. Even if you just squeeze 10 times, you can do it throughout the day, or just try and set a reminder on your phone. You'll be amazed at how much of a difference you will feel within your pelvic floor. Let's do some more based on the pelvic floor. Place the feet back down, hip width apart, so we put the feet and heels together, heels out, toes forward, and then you don't need a head pillow for this. Very important that you keep your head flat to the mat. And then tuck the pelvis under, lift, and push the feet down. Now squeeze. Now this is amazing for core and pelvic floor and glutes, but equally pelvic floor muscles. So really squeeze into your pelvic floor. And relax. Wonderful. Come back down. And again, inhale. Tuck under, squeeze up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And lower. Inhale. Tuck under, lift. And lower. Let's do one more. Inhale. Tuck that pelvis under. Now really squeeze into the pelvic floor. So as you push your lower back down into the mat, we're going to squeeze the pelvic floor. Lift, lift, lift. And relax. Well done. Come down. Hug your knees in. Rock side to side. Drop the shoulders down. And then have the feet wide as the mat. And then inhale. Let's use the breath again to relax. Exhale, knees come down. Drop the shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale over to the right. and lift. One more time each side, this time feet a little bit wider. Let's work into those tight hips. And come up and over to the other side. And relax. Wonderful. Now we're going to have the feet flat to the floor, but the thighs together. And inhale, exhale, squeeze the inner thighs. And again, we're targeting pelvic floor here. Squeeze the inner thighs and the pelvic floor and hold for 3, 2, 1, and relax. And let's go again. So before we go again, sorry, it's going to look like I'm not doing a lot. To be fair, I'm not doing that much, but I'm doing enough to really strengthen the pelvic floor and the muscles all around it. You can't just have one area of the body as like strong without working the other areas of the body. So for example, someone that does a lot of ab workouts, but they don't do a lot of back workouts, they're going to have an imbalance. So we want to work everything above and below the pelvic floor too. So squeeze inner thighs together. Squeeze your pelvic floor and release. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. And release. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And relax. Let's do 3. And relax. 2. So don't forget, exhale. We don't want to hold our breath for too long. And relax. And last one. Squeeze. And well done. Stretch that right leg out long. Hook the best you can your left arm underneath the left knee, and then come out to the side, dropping the shoulders down and away. And then stretch that left leg long. Relax. Hug the left knee in and knee out to the side. Wonderful. Now bring that left foot in. Let's just stretch off and relax the backs of our legs. Inhale. Exhale. Just push that right leg up as high as you can and let it come back down. Inhale. So it's not up for very long. Don't worry. Try and drop the shoulders. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. When we stretch, our body feels a lot better because we're releasing tension out of it, and that does really affect your mood. If you do a yoga class, I know there's some yoga teachers on here which are fabulous. If you do one of them, it will really help to relax you and boost your mood because we're releasing tension in the muscles that have built up for a long time. So when we stretch and we use our breath, it's a lovely way to connect the breath with the movement. And then come back down, exhale, and then down, and last one, and down. Stretch that left foot away, place the right foot underneath the gap of the left heel and left glute, push that right knee down, and again, stretch off. So where we've done our squeezing of our thighs together, we're just relaxing the area now. And release. Wonderful. Let's go to the other side. So hands behind that left thigh. Excuse me. Drop the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. And lower. and lower. Good. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Walk that right foot forward, left knee through. Push the left knee down, stretch out as best you can. And release. Okay, so towards the end of our class, we're going to do some long stretches, which is, I'm a yoga teacher too, so this is more hatha yoga, but they are stretches still the same, but we're going to hold them for about a minute at a time. And when you relax and really surrender into different poses in the body, you really do feel a huge difference in your mind. Okay, so this will help to really boost your mood, it will help to calm you down. And what I say is, when you're holding these poses, try and think of only good things. I know that's really cliche and it's very easy to say that maybe if you've got a lot of stress on, or maybe things, you know, you might be going through different things in your life, but try and just when you're in your pose, you're saying nothing in the mind. It's just keeping it calm and relaxed. So the first thing we're going to do, which is really good for sciatica, which I know actually sciatica can actually change people's well-being. I had sciatica and I will have to say it kept me up at night. It made me quite irritable. I felt very uncomfortable for a long time, and believe it or not, a lot of pain and imbalances within the body cause mental health problems. And I'm not saying that you do have a mental health problem if you do have any aches or pains, but over time they can build up, and because it can stop you doing certain things, yeah, your mood does change. And especially when you're menopausal, you're going through different changes as it is. So these nice relaxing poses will really help to kind of connect your body to the mind, and without being too spiritual, also your soul as well. So stretch through your left leg, and then you're going to place your right foot onto your left thigh, and then you're going to place the left hand onto the right knee. So that's left leg long, right foot, left thigh or shin, and then left hand on right knee, and rock over to the left. Now stretch that right arm out, and we're just here for a minute, and really calm your mind. Close your eyes, surrender into your posture. I only think of like the good things that you'd like, or just think about the week ahead of you and all the maybe nice things you're going to do, or maybe you've got a nice quiet week and you don't have to rush around too much. But just breathe in and out. Inhale and exhaling. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come and lay onto your back. Realign the hips. And just let your body relax for a second. And you'll feel hopefully a difference just within that 1 minute. And this is why I try and teach people that Pilates is amazing, of course, working your muscles, strengthening the muscles, but there's also a huge element of lengthening and relaxing your muscles as well. So stretch out your right leg out long, left foot onto the right thigh, right hand onto left knee and left arm out. Inhale, exhale, rock over to the side and relax that right foot. Remember to take your deep breath in and out. And then come and lay it onto your backs. Well done. And now take a lovely long stretch. Take your time, push through those heels. And then release down, shoulders down. And then we've got a few minutes at the end. I don't normally do this at the end of my sessions, but just to do nothing and just relax and breathe. So just for a few minutes, drop your shoulders, let your entire body go soft and relax. In and out, just relaxing. And now inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, stretch. Now, if you have the time and you'd like to sit here for a little bit longer, enjoy that time. You can turn me off and mute me and just relax laying here. If not, lean over to the right and then come and sit yourself up. And then come and sit up nice and tall, stretching out those hips. Just do whatever you feel like you need to do. Dropping the shoulders down and away. Stretch those fingertips out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. And inhale. Exhale, lower. And thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope that's really boosted your mood and helped you. We'll be back next Monday at 12:30 for even more Pilates. But I wish you a very calm and happy week, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.